Hey, mama. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Keena's Corner. I'm your girl, Keena, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. Here on Keena's Corner, I speak facts, opinions, truths, vulnerabilities, and need to knows. If you're here on my YouTube or my Facebook page, Keena's Corner Podcast, please, please, please comment, like, share, subscribe. If you comment while I'm speaking on the episode, I will definitely at some point acknowledge your comment and comment on your comment. So if you are here, do me a favor, just interact with me. When you interact with me, when you like, when you share, when you subscribe, when you comment, that's how Facebook and YouTube is going to know that you enjoy my content. So if you would please do that for me. My YouTube subscribers, if you have not, please subscribe to my channel. Also, if you would please hit the bell notification so when I do go live, you won't miss it. Let me know you up in here. If you here, say hi. Say hi if you up in here. Either way, thank you for clicking on. Even if it's just for a second, thank you for your support with this platform. Thank y'all so much. Drop a heart in the chat. Let me know you up in the building. It's storming outside. It's storming outside, but it's calm up in here. So wait, we're good to go. All right. So tonight, or this particular episode, is season 7, episode 10. Season 7, episode 10. So we're closing out season 7 on this episode. We done made it a whole 70 episodes. I'm proud of that. So kudos to me. Kudos to y'all, the ones who take the time out to listen, whether you listen on Facebook, whether you listen on YouTube, on a live stream, whether you listen on one of the podcast apps. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. I do. I appreciate you so much. Thank y'all. Thank you to my loyal ones, my day ones, my followers I've gained along the way. For me, it's a blessing, it's an honor, and it's definitely a privilege to be able to do it. It's my pleasure to be able to do it, to speak to other people, to hopefully encourage and uplift, and motivate the best I can. So from the bottom of my heart, we made it to 70 episodes, and that's pretty good. I'm proud of it, y'all. So before I jump right into the episode, I'm gonna give y'all some stats. I love stats. I give them every now and then, but I think I should. It's fitting because again, this is episode number 70. So I'm proud of that. So currently, right now, I've been heard in 20 plus different countries. In the United States, where I reside, I've been heard in 28 states. Pretty proud of that too. And I'm trying to get all 50, but I've been heard in about 28 states and here in the United States, and I've been heard in 20 plus countries. So clap one time for that. I'm proud of that. I've gained 280 plus subscribers on YouTube. Of course, when I started, I didn't have any because I started to use my YouTube for this purpose for my podcast. So thank y'all. I didn't have any to begin with. And then of course on TikTok, I started with about 300 followers. I have over 2,400 now. My Keena's Corner Facebook page. I've got over 1,100 followers, and then on Apple Podcasts, I'm over 120 followers, to me, which is a big deal. On Spotify, I'm close. I'm under 50, but I'm close. I'm proud of it too. So I'm growing and I've grown simply because of y'all support me. So I do appreciate you again. I do appreciate you a whole bunch. Your girl getting out there, you know what I'm saying? It's because of your loyalty. That's so I'm thankful for y'all. To anybody that listen to me, that you share it, you like it, you comment, you subscribe, you tell a friend to tell a friend. I appreciate you for your support. I appreciate you for your support. We trying to go international. We done made it literally to episode 70. So I'm proud of that. Hey sis, thank you for coming as always. Alicia, I know, season finale. Season finale. All right, so again, too, before I jump in the episode, since I gave you some stats, since we made it episode 70, um, I've I've been asking people, people have been sending me things that they like about the show, something that they might have learned, or just something that they've been enjoying about the show. And I'm gonna kind of paraphrase some of what people said about Keena's Corner. So I've had one to say, I enjoy how blunt you are. I try to be, I'm going to be. I try to do it in a way that's not hurtful, but definitely in a way that it'll stick. Because I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but I definitely want to trigger something in you to make you look at yourself and be like, okay, I see what she's saying. Now maybe I can work on it. That's what I try to do. So thank you. I've got you're open about things and you've gone through things, and I can feel that you are genuine and authentic. Absolutely, that's the only way I know to be real, authentic. Someone said you're such a motivation and you keep some of us moving in the right direction. I try. I mean, all my days definitely ain't good, but then I have people as well who uplift me when I need it most. I really do. Um, Another listener said, I love how transparent you are. Anything that you've gone through, you don't mind sharing. And I know it's because you really care about others and knowing that they can make it. I enjoy that most. And somebody simply said transparency and realness. Someone said your consistency. And then I've heard things like me never being judgmental and how I'm honest and open. And some love how like they can feel how genuine I am and they can tell that I'm not here just trying to keep an audience, and that I'm being authentic again. So again, I try my best. I've also heard I love how all subjects are discussed with a different perspective. And then I got some I received after the fact, but they sent them, so I'm gonna read them. Someone said, what I enjoy most about Kina's Corner is how real and empowering it is. Kina doesn't sugarcoat the challenges women face. She speaks truthfully about struggles, the pain, and the healing process, and that kind of honesty is rare and powerful. Hmm. What makes her stand out is her resilience. She doesn't let her past define her, and instead she uses it to fuel her growth and inspire others to do the same. Her words remind you that healing is possible and becoming a better version of yourself is worth the work. Watching her channel feels like sitting down with a wise, strong friend who genuinely wants to see you win. What you say? I like that. Thank you. And my one more I've heard. I've enjoyed the consistency and your insight to the various topics that you choose. Hey, that's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all. And yeah, I've been pretty consistent since I started in 2023. December, I know I haven't missed a Thursday yet. And sometimes I haven't felt my best, but I'm still, you know, in my element down here trying to deliver and get these messages out. How about that? Okay. Now we can get into the episode. We got into the episodes. So of course, like I've had another Q&A or ask me anything episode before, and usually I do it every now and then, probably more so towards the end of a season, like it is on this episode. I've been asking y'all to send me questions and something that you've enjoyed about the show, and people have. Of course, I don't care if it's personal or a question that you wanted to ask me, or even a question that you wanted advice on. It's just your time to shine as a supporter, listener, fan, follower, subscriber, whatever you want to call yourself. I appreciate you. So, of course, on this episode, I'll be reading and answering some questions that were sent to me. Um, a bunch of them we gonna keep them anonymous because sometimes these are personal and we ain't put nobody business out there. So I'm just reading answer these questions that I was sent for this particular episode, y'all. All right. So the questions, and some of these were sent to me after the fact as well, after I finished working on the episode, but I still had time to get them in here. That's what I'm doing anyway. If y'all have any questions while I'm on here, of course your name will be on the screen, but you're welcome to ask and I'll get to your question. All right. So the first question I had is a listener, I believe she listens on Spotify. And the first question she asked me was, what made you want to get into hosting a podcast? Um, Most things in my life that I've accomplished, like me becoming an author and me hosting this podcast, I've been told like over and over and over again by multiple people that I should be doing it. So, like when I was in school coming up, a young girl, I always knew that I was a great writer. I could tell a great story. I always knew that, but I had never thought about writing a book until everybody kept saying, you ought to be writing. Do you blog or something? I was like, no. Everybody kept telling me that I should have been doing it. So I did. And then everybody kept telling me, well, you need to be speaking too. You need a podcast. And eventually that's what I did. So I set out to do it and I did. For me, I take it too when people keep telling me something over and over and over again, something like that that's positive. I take it as a sign from God, that God is actually speaking through these people to me, because maybe it's something that I actually should be doing. Maybe that, it actually is my purpose. So that's kind of how I got into it. As an author, I do know I have a way with words, and I'm just I just got away with words, even when I speak. I know I do. If I got to say so myself, I've heard that quite a bit, but I do know that even when I read my own material or listen to myself sometimes. Um, So again, I heard a bunch that I should be speaking and I should have a podcast. So I did, and I think I should be here, being able to tell my stories and my trials and my tribulations and my losses and the things I've gone through, the situations, impromptu things that just popped up that I didn't know about, my triumphs, my battles, my testimonies, and simply to encourage people. So that's why I'm here. So and of course, I've always been in a place where I would give advice to a whole bunch of people. When I was younger in high school, a lot of people I didn't know, even now, right? Um, I've always been that person a lot of people just come to, even complete strangers, y'all. I never knew why, but I feel that this is my purpose, that I'm supposed to be speaking, that I'm supposed to be trying to help people with the things that I've gone through in life. So that was just another push for me, you know, God kind of showing me that, right? I believe the things that I done went through, me speaking about stuff like that is going to help other people. That's why I do it. That's the only reason I do it. And that's why I'm not ashamed of anything I've gone through. I'm not ashamed to tell you not one single thing I've been through simply because if it's going to help you or help anybody else to see that, hey, you ain't the only person that went through this. She made it. You can make it too. That's why I'm here to speak. All right. So I believe it's my purpose. That's why I started Kingdom's Corner. All right. So another question I got: how has it been juggling work, being a mom, an author, and now a podcast host? Sometimes it's not easy, but I will say that it is very doable. Like you can do it if you want to. Just think about anything that you want to do, anything that you want to accomplish. You can, even though it's gonna take a little hard work. It's gonna take a little sacrificing. It's gonna take some late nights. Like when I get done with these videos, when I get off these lives, y'all, I just can't go post this to the podcast sites. I have to sit here and edit the video because at the end we talk some. I have to cut all that chatter out for people who literally just want to listen to the particular episode. So that takes me sometimes over an hour to do. So it's gonna require some late nights and some sacrificing. But again, it's doable. The best thing I do is I keep a schedule. My weekdays are pretty much the same. I know I got to get my kids up and ready and get myself up and ready for school and daycare and work. And I know what all we got to do throughout the day and what we got to do when we get home in the evening time. So I make sure that we have a schedule and my kids are in the bed at a reasonable time. Their bedtime, I make sure they're in the bed on time unless it's a weekend. They get a little grace. Um, I work during the day. Of course, I work 8 to 5, but then I make sure that I have time to either write, I have time to work on my episodes as well. So, really, for me, it's all about me managing my time and, just setting time aside for things that I want to do, things I want to accomplish, honestly. That's how I kind of manage it. It's hard work sometimes, but for me, it's worth it. So, another question someone sent me, a listener sent me: do you have any advice for other mompreneurs who want to pursue the same things? That's cool. This is my first time hearing that word, mompreneur. I like that. Hey, sis. That's cool. So do you have any advice for other mompreneurs who want to pursue the same things? Kind of what I just stated actually in the last question, time management. Make time for things that you want to do. You got to make time for things that you want to do because ultimately it's your life. It's your life, and I know you know. Usually we come last in everything. Women, we come last. People gonna come before us. We gonna put careers and jobs before us, occupations and stuff like that. Kids come before us. And of course, I'm telling you, handle your business and take care of your responsibilities, but also make time to do things that you enjoy, do things that you want to do, accomplish things that you want to get done, go after your goals, right? Do things that bring you happiness, do things that make you happy, that bring you joy. And the same time, take care of your kids, work your job, take care of your man if you got one, but you got to take care of yourself too. And just always know that nobody really can stop your dream from happening but you. Period. Nobody can stop that dream that you got. So manage your time and then work on your goals. If you can dream it, you can obtain it. And I don't think, honestly, I don't really don't think God put something in your dream state or in your spirit, deep down in your spirit for no reason. I don't. I got some dreams, y'all. They scary to me. And then some of them to people, they probably would sound crazy. But I know it's a dream for a reason. So if you want to do it, make time for yourself too, and make time for the things that you want to get done. Because again, it is your life. All right. All right. I did. I got another question. Um, and I think I've answered a question like this or similar to this question before. Someone asked, what problems should be kept within a relationship? Okay, I'm gonna say all except if somebody been hurt or abused. All of it. If ain't nobody been hurt, mistreated, abused, all of your business need to be kept right where it is between the two of you. That's how I feel though. I don't care if it's about how y'all pay bills, whether you split the bills, whether he pay all the bills, whether you as a woman, whether you pay all the bills, even if it's about, your love life, how he slanging his meat. I think that need to be that need to kind of be left in there. Any disagreements that y'all have, people don't need to know about that. Again, somebody being hurt, then yes, I feel like it should be brought outside. And you actually at that point, you need to seek help. You do need to talk about that. Other than that, baby, what you go through is your business. It's y'all business. Ain't nobody else's business. Period. Folks don't know what they don't. What, folks don't know what you don't tell. Folks don't know what you don't reveal. What they don't know, they can't speak on. What they don't know, they can't gossip about. What they don't know, they can't put their mouth on. What they don't know, they can't give their input on. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. All I'm saying is don't go tell your folks that this man cheating on you and beating your ass and you know you ain't prepared to leave. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that. Keep your business between whoever you and your person. Just leave it there, unless somebody being hurt. And funny to me anyway, because I just never understood like the logic behind how couple involve so many people in their damn relationship or marriage or whatever you got. I don't understand their logic. I will never understand it. Because for me, for instance, say for instance, I'm going through something with a man. Instead of talking to him though, I go find another male friend that I'm talking to. Like, why the fuck? Why? Those are the type of things that you need to be handling in house. This should be between you and your partner. Because a lot of times, if I go find somebody else to talk to, another the opposite sex to talk to, a lot of time I'm gonna probably find myself in this bed pillow talking. That ain't how it's supposed to be. But so many people are cool with it, like bringing everybody in their relationship. Baby, they don't sleep with y'all. They don't eat with y'all. They don't pay no bills. Their opinion should not matter none to you. Point blank. Period. Ooh, Lord. Because I feel like if you got a problem, baby, talk to your mate. Talk to your partner, not an outsider. Period. You don't know what their outsider intentions are. Yeah, they probably don't even like your ass. They probably don't like your partner. Just wait to slip right on in the damn door. But don't be like Motel 6 and leave the light on for them. That ain't them folks' business. Period. Don't get me wrong. I know, like in black households, a lot of times, we told to keep your business in house and don't tell anything like that. But again, if it's toxic, y'all, that don't apply. You need to be revealing it or you need to be seeking help or speaking out. But telling all your business, baby, and every single thing that you and your partner disagree about, argue about, I do not recommend, baby. This period, it just ain't nobody business. Facts, 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 facts. Okay. I did get two other questions today, and I'm gonna go through these that I received. All right, so this is an anonymous question. The question asks for me to answer: how can one develop better emotional control considering that cursing and yelling are ineffective responses, especially if a child is present? Ooh, that's a good question. I know it'd be hard when we be in the moment and folks then piss us off, and I'm finna tell you what the fuck you ain't finna do. And I'm finna tell you that you ain't talking to me like that. I understand that it'd be hard to calm down, but the easiest thing, or the best thing, not the easiest, because it's hard. The best thing you probably could do is just step away for a minute, get your breath. Y'all just separate from each other, especially if your child or kids are standing there. I know that'd be hard though, because you got to remember that them toxic arguments they affect your children. They do. Trust me, they do. They affect your children, baby. Because if you gotta yell, if you gotta curse at each other, if it's violent any type of way, your child is going to remember that. Your child will remember that, and it's going to affect them. You don't want your child, whether boy or girl, growing up thinking that toxicity is okay because it's not. So you could end up raising somebody that keeps seeing it and they think it's normal. You could be raising a boy who grows up to think it's okay to yell at women, that it's okay to call women bitches because I done seen it before. Or it's okay for me to push her down or slap her around when it's not. Or you may raise a little girl who sees it being done to you. So they think for okay for a man to degrade her and call her names and to push her and to hit her. It's not okay. And I also feel like if your children are there and y'all got this toxic argument going on, and like I said, if it's yelling, if you can't, an adult argument, I feel in a relationship, marriage, or whatever, I feel like it's no yelling, it's no name calling. I feel like as adults, we can sit there and have a healthy conversation about what we didn't like and what went wrong without calling each other names. The first time I get called anything besides Kena or a pet name, you can miss me because it's toxic. Because it's gonna get worse. You ain't finna call me nothing other than my name, right? If we got to yell, don't yell at me. If you gotta call me a name, don't do that either. And you damn sure ain't gonna put your hands on me, right? Anything other than that is toxic. So when your children have to see that, I feel like it's especially important too that if y'all gonna cut up in front of them, make sure that that child can see you. Y'all like get it back together. Y'all make up, cause your child need to see that more than they need to see that toxic shit, right? So that's my advice. Just again, try to step away and breathe. Just remember, it's gonna affect your child if it's toxic, and your child don't need to keep seeing that, or children need to keep seeing that over and over again, because eventually they're going to learn something, and it's probably going to be something negative, something that you accepted, something that you tolerated, or even a behavior that you did because mommy or daddy does it so much. It must be normal, it must be right, it must be acceptable, and it's not. All right. So I hope I answered your question to your liking. I have another question. We're going to keep it anonymous. The question asked, what role do you see relationships playing in uplifting and empowering individuals within the relationship? Mm. Especially when you've done everything possible to be the man God positioned you to be. Ooh. Um, I feel like if I'm in a relationship, any type of commitment, I'm your cheerleader and you are mine. You my quicker picker upper and I'm yours. If I'm having a bad day, I don't care if you are a man. I'm ready to rub your feet. I'm ready to listen to you. I'm ready to cheer you on. I'm ready to uplift you. I don't care what you need from me. I'm here to do it. On that day that you only can give me that 60%, I got your 40. On that day, even if just because you're a man don't mean you don't struggle and you don't have shortcomings and vices, on that day when you need anything from me, you ain't got to go to nobody else to get it. Because I'm your cheerleader. I'm your backbone. I'm your support. Right? I feel like I feel like the world is already hard. The world is hard. Just in every way you turn. I don't care. The world is hard. I feel like at the very least, you should be able to come home and be able to depend on that person for whatever you need to uplift you and just to be your support. I do. I do. Cause it's like I'm already you. You come home, I'm dealing with shit. I'm dealing with stuff in my job. I'm dealing with the kids on my damn nerves, and I got this going on, and I got that going home. At the very least, the one person that you should be able to come home or just be able to turn to, not necessarily even come home, just turn to. They should be able to uplift your spirit. They should be able to pray for you. They should be able to motivate and encourage you and listen to you, especially as a man. Men don't get that a lot because men supposed to be tough all the time. Well, we know that ain't the case, and that's okay. But that's why a lot of men won't be vulnerable because they don't have anybody to actually support them and let them have them soft moments, them vulnerable moments. Cry around me, baby. I want you to be vulnerable. But I know when we go out there in public, I know you got my back and you ain't gonna let a damn thing happen to me. Cause I know I got a bodyguard walking with me. But when you at home, when you with me, I'm gonna be your peace. I'm gonna raise a little hell too, but I'm gonna be your peace. It's called balance. But honestly, I do feel like if I can't go nowhere else and get some peace and get somebody to uplift me and encourage me when something going on, I feel like if I have a partner, if I got a mate, that's who I should be able to come to and get that from. I hope I answered your question to your liking. I hope I answered your question to your liking. I think that's all the questions. I don't know what I just did. That's all the questions I had, I believe, y'all. If I ain't missed none, that's all the questions I had. Leah, what you laughing at? What I say? Thank y'all. J Boyd. Excuse me. Do y'all have any questions for me in the comment section? Or anything that you liked about anything that you like about Kingdom's Corner? If you want to type something, let me read it out while we're on here. Anything? Y'all still in here with me? How has my week been? It hasn't been horrible. It's been okay. Been trying to fill on or figure out, trying to figure out some stuff with my vehicle, but it's been okay. It ain't been bad. I took off tomorrow. Thank you, Lord. You goofy anyway. Go hit the rewind button or listen to it on Spotify. Okay, still here. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all be coming on in for your girl. Don't leave until the end of the video because I mean, y'all probably didn't heard some of them, but like I said at the beginning of the episode, I have been heard in 20 plus countries. So I'm gonna shout them out. And in the United States, I've been heard in over or I've been heard in 28 states. 28. And I got some I guess you can say popular ones. Thank you, sis, for being here, Kiana, my girl. Thank you so much. Thank you. In the United States, I know I got I guess the big ones. I ain't gonna say big ones because I ain't trying to make nobody state seem minute like it don't matter. But I'm saying like the ones I guess that you know about or they vacation spots or people go to and stuff like that. I say that I got most of those. New York and things, and Florida and things, and California and things, and stuff like that. Well, all right, look. Well, if y'all don't have any more questions for me, I'm done. That's my spiel. Before I get out of here, please, y'all, I wanted to ask that if you would go follow Keena's Corner podcast page on Facebook. Please do that for me. My Spotify listeners, please comment on the episodes. You do have the ability to do that now. So if you feel the need, definitely utilize the option. Of course, I will read them and I will reply to my YouTube subscribers. Please, please, please. Make sure you subscribe to me, hit the bell notification. I'm available on many podcast sites. So if you can't get on here and you want to just listen to a bunch of different episodes, you're welcome to do so. Just follow me on one of the podcast apps. If you don't know where to look, Google me. I believe it. Not here though. I don't hear nothing. Dang. Um, so I want to stop here and I want to again thank y'all so very much for supporting my dream, for supporting my passion, and my purpose. I thank you so much. We have made it to episode 70. That's a big deal. This is episode 70, y'all. I really hope that I've helped you in some kind of way or I said something that stuck with you on one of these episodes that I've done thus far. I hope anyone, if you ever hear me, I hope that my transparency lets you know that you can make it through anything. I hope my transparency, my realness, my authenticity lets you know that I am genuine. I am sincere. I ain't scared to tell you what I've been through. I'm not scared to tell you about things I've gone through simply for the greater good, hoping that it'll help you know that you can overcome anything that you go through in life. That's what I'm here for. All right. You ain't the only one that been through something tough. I've been through some tough things, y'all, but I'm still here. And that's the purpose. I'm still here. And I'm just letting you know that you can make it as well. Just keep going. Keep going. So thank y'all so much for your continued support. It definitely don't go unnoticed to my TikTok short watchers who became subscribers on any platform. I thank you so much. My YouTubers who grew my subscribers to over 280. I thank you so much. To my 1,100 followers on Kingdom's Corner page on Facebook. Thank you so very much. My podcast is all over. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna shout you out to the USA. I appreciate you. Canada, Ukraine, South Africa, Japan, Nigeria, Jamaica, Russia, Dominican Republic, Poland, Germany, the UK, Hong Kong, Ghana, Malawi, Indonesia, Spain, Cyprus, Kenya, Switzerland, Bangladesh, Australia, India, Netherlands, New Zealand. Thank y'all so much. I feel like I was rapping. Thank y'all sincerely for real for supporting me. Thank y'all for tuning into season 7, episode 10 of Kingdom's Corner, episode 70 in total. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed delivering the message. I thank you sincerely for being here, and I thank you sincerely for being here in my corner. Thank y'all. I'm your girl, Keena, y'all. I'm out. I'm signing out. I love y'all so very much. I will talk to you next week for the start of season 8. If you have any suggestions for me, please let me know. Please comment. Please just hit me on any social and let me know any suggestions you may have for me. Again, I'll see y'all next week, same time, same place for the start of season 8. I love you so much. Thank you for your continued support. 70 episodes in. Next week, looking forward to 100. I love y'all. Mwah, mwah. Bye. Bye, y'all.